Hey, Todd.
Hello.
How's it going?
Okay.
Oh, good, good.
Hello.
Hey, Bryan.
How's it going?
Good.
Why does it sound like a metronome?
Oh, that is my sink in my new place.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's not meant to be a metronome, but it is.
Kind of relaxing.
Hey, sweetie. I think you got a +1 to replacing the sink. Somebody thinks it sounds like a metronome. Thanks, Ty. My wife would try to convince me that sink replacement should be a high priority.
I do what I can. I do what I can.
It's probably not too bad of a thing to fix.
I am getting a bunch of echo from everyone.
Yeah.
I'm hearing it too.
Huh.
Might have been Stephanie's chat.
Cat. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hear it now. Is Radar still giving you a hard time?
Oh, that's what he lives for.
And how's your arm doing?
Good.
Good. Are you in a cast or?
Oh, I was never in a cast.
Oh, holy cow. That's no good.
Well, it was pretty much at my shoulder, so they couldn't really do a cast for it.
Oh.
So it was just a sling, but I'm no longer using the sling. And
Well,
I'm
that's
in
good.
physical therapy. So yeah, things have been going pretty good.
Oh, good. You can still roll dice, so life isn't over yet.
I mean, it wasn't really my main arm anyway.
Good.
I like how that we all know that we all have this dice roll in hand too. I mean, we have this habit. We roll our dice with a certain hand.
Indeed.
Well, actually, I wouldn't know. I've never actually had to use real dice. It's always been the digital dice.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Haven't had a live game yet, huh?
Nope.
I haven't had a live game in, well, probably more years than I want to admit to.
I mean, I don't really miss them, but you'd be proud of me, Don.
Why is that?
I was at the local gaming store right before Christmas, I guess it was.
Mm-hmm.
And I was asking if they had any games going, thinking that maybe Nichole and I might show up to one, and they don't because they don't have DMs, but I asked.
Wow.
Right?
I would just wind up feeling all insecure, though, and
I would too. And
wondering if I have to be competitive with your new DM.
well, there's not DMs, and I'm not going to volunteer to DM for a bunch of strangers, so. Not in person. Yeah, there's no way.
Mostly your lot in life. Okay, so Liberty's going to be a few minutes late. Nichole, if she is able to make it at all, is going to be quite late. Stephanie can't get her browser to work. She's going to restart. Yeah.
If only we knew somebody who was in tech support.
All right, let's give her a few minutes. I don't really want to set the stage without her, although that hints that she's part of the stage, which you have not been aware of yet.
I hear nothing.
Oh, you hear nothing from me?
Oh no, sorry. I did not hear that. Nope.
Okay, good. So listen, are you able to get to Owlbear Rodeo?
Yeah.
I think you'll see a map of the boat.
Yeah, where Liberty was causing troubles.
Yeah, exactly. So I couldn't remember the exact placement of people because we were doing Theater of the Mind last time. So I think it was Pollux and Fayeni kind of up front, and Subject and Naya, who are the only people present, of course, toward the back.
I think
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Okay. Naya's like, yeah, I'm never getting up front. You know where
Not if I
bards
can
belong,
help
right?
it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the back playing the guitar.
Exactly. With boxers on, apparently.
Well, being female, that's going to be a little bit awkward, but okay.
Hey, that's sometimes done lately. I see waistbands sticking out of low-riding jeans that look like male undercrackers.
Hey, what somebody wants to wear under their clothing is no business of mine.
Exactly. Just try not to be a plumber and have it show.
I thought that was a job requirement.
Yeah, it kind of is, I guess.
You can entertain your wife when you go to fix the sink, though.
No. Nope, not really into that. So maybe the three of us could just talk through a bit of a recap from last week and see what the three of us can remember, and then we'll kind of kick it off from there. We'll see.
mean, Ty took notes, so she knows everything, and I can make stuff up.
I don't take notes. Why would I do that?
Liberty takes some notes, I think.
Liberty does take notes.
Exactly. So what do we remember from last week?
Stuff.
We donated the cauldron to the town in exchange for them to...
not exactly donated.
Yeah, haggled, bartered, traded. The town has the cauldron now to feed the people in hopes that they'll stop murdering people if we murder somebody to stop the murders from happening.
Yeah, so they need to put in a huge effort to shut down the Children of Oral in exchange for the cauldron, I think is what we all agreed upon. And the way it's playing out is Imdra is like, fuck yeah. So she's totally behind this demand. But this speaker is like, oh man, like, and it's not that he doesn't want to, he just doesn't have a great deal of confidence in being able to shut it down.
Right, because Phineas is causing trouble still.
Yeah.
Every time he goes off to another town.
Yeah, Fanis. So and you found out that Fanis is kind of working between here and Care Dinaval.
Yep. Hey, that's the closest I've gotten a name yet, so I'm doing good. And then we talked to the white lady before all of that, and she told us the fastest something about the straight line between the cities, so we decided to check the ferry. And here we are.
Exactly.
On the way there, we adopted a kid.
Oh, yeah. Pollux's best friend for throwing fish guts.
Yeah, not. I argued really hard for this.
Yeah, that was a whole fiasco between everyone.
What was the fish guts?
Uh-oh.
I'm just curious because, like, I managed to get the sound working, and the first thing I hear is about fish guts. Just like, what is that about fish guts? I assume my mic is working too then, that's good.
Sort of working. I'm getting a lot of hiss.
Static.
Yeah.
Oh. I'll try and reconnect and see how it's.
Yeah, sorry, Stephanie. Thanks.
It's no problem. Give me a sec.
So I discovered that a name that looks cool in writing is maybe not always a good name in speaking. So Smana.
Is there still feedback or is it okay now?
No, we get tons of background hiss when you connect.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's probably my headset then. Oh no. It's probably the headset. Oh bloody hell. Then probably the whole house is going to hear what's going on, and it'll probably be an echo and I don't know what's worse. Sorry guys. I don't have another one.
Are you able to maybe mute when you're not speaking? And let's see how that sounds.
Okay, give me a sec.
Yeah, when you're muted, it's lovely.
Yeah, definitely some feedback from her microphone.
Yeah, maybe unmute for a second and just chime in and say you're ready.
Try using push to talk.
I don't know how to use push to talk, and also this is a very slow laptop that I'm using, and so, everything is slightly delayed on it, which is a pain in the backside.
That transition seemed to work okay. And when you're not speaking, if you're muted, it seems to be fine.
Okay. Probably do like a little listening today anyway. I'll see if I can maybe borrow my brother's headset or something for next week. Just got like a proper gaming headset thing, and it's a lot better quality than my cheapy microphone.
Everybody needs brothers like that.
I don't know if he'll let me borrow it, but I can ask. And if not, then he'll at least know where and if he won't, at least he'll know where I can on my own after the message.
It's
All right.
easy, don't ask, just take it and ask for forgiveness.
All right. So you're correct. You return from the caves of the hag with cauldron. You talk to the speaker and to the sheriff and negotiated to donate it to the town as long as they shut down the Children of Oral. You realize that the big problem with that is this dude named Fanis, who you actually rescued from the caverns, is quite prolific among the Children of Oral and seems to be working not only East Haven, but Caer Dineval as well, which is just north of where you are here in East Haven. And that's correct. You also met this this little troublesome teenager as you were making your way through the town. I've renamed her to Shella, Shella. So Shella, from a dark alleyway through some fish bones, which wound up hitting Pollux and sticking to her armor a bit. The gnome was not impressed and actually picked Shella up by the ankle and dangled her upside down for a bit while interrogations ensued. You kind of took a little bit of pity on the orphan, who up until now has been largely supported by the children of Oral, who have been using her to run all kinds of manner of infiltration and stealing food and anything that you could possibly get a kid to do who might get away with it when adults won't. They've been having Shella do. And so you all decided, mostly through Naya's suggestion, that Shella should be shown some kindness and some mercy, and was put up in the rooming house for the night, and seems to actually be appreciative of your kind gesture.
Naya did keep Pollux from turning her into a bloody pulp.
Indeed you did. And much more than that, you were pretty much the principal person saying, yeah, this person deserves some kindness, and we should put her up for the night. And in fact, more than just one night as well.
Correct.
So then what happened?
Then we made our way back to the dock, and we found the ferry that looks like a hunk of junk.
We started exploring the boat, and we got to a cabin with a rather upset person in it. Fayeni talked herself into being left alone in the cabin with the gray dwarves.
Yep. Which was probably a mistake. But we'll never know.
I realized that she was that they were the people we were looking for until too late.
Yep. Just give me one sec. So I was trying to remember, and maybe Ty, you can help me out here, the arrangement of people on the boat. So now that you mention it, I do remember Fayeni kind of went into the room a bit.
Mm-hmm. Pollux was kind of, I think, in the doorway.
Yep. So more like that?
I guess the doorway is to the south, yeah.
Okay. Cool. And you were hearing some noises from the far left-hand corner of the room, I believe.
Could be.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think Subject and Naya were kind of like right behind Pollux, because we were like peering into the room and...
Okay. Like maybe either side like that?
Sure.
Okay. Bryan, does that make you happy? Subject 43. Do you feel any happiness?
Uh-oh.
Hello?
Hi.
They're talking for like 10 minutes and I wasn't muted or anything, and
Are you kidding?
No, I was jabbering away, and I was like, okay, they're busy.
No, we're just ignoring you. No.
Right?
Wow. That is so nasty. I'm so sorry. No, we
It's all right.
didn't hear anything. It's been the Ty and Dawn show the whole time.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
It's a night of microphone issues, so not worried.
All right.
But no, when we were doing the theater of the mind, I was thinking that the doorway was more towards the center of the ship instead of the south along the edge.
Yeah.
I could move it. So let me.
I mean, I'm not trying to be difficult. That's just the way I had visioned it when we were talking before.
I found somebody else's map and they put the door on the side.
Are you guys looking at something that I can't see here?
Oh, sorry. Stephanie, let me send you this link. There you go.
Send in the out of
Yeah, so if you go to if you need to find this in subsequent weeks, Stephanie, if you go to the MR-OOC channel, it will be pinned in that channel. But I just sent it to you directly as well. So the map that should come up, it should be a map of a pier and a small gangplank and boat. And you should see a bunch of characters on it.
Okay, just wait for that to just be. Okay, let me just wait for the page to load a sec, and I'll be sure to take a look in the comments so this doesn't happen again.
So I think you just joined. Somebody named Swarm of Bats did. And I thought I saw Liberty join Owlbear for a moment and then drop off. So she might be trying to connect as well. We may see her shortly. So what I'm going to ask, I don't think we did this last time. I'm going to get everybody in turn order. Dun, dun, dun,
Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready. In fact,
Convention time, I think I accidentally moved one of the pieces on the board on accident when trying to zoom in.
It's okay.
nope.
And
Yeah,
I have no idea where Max is right now.
No, but you will shortly. All right, so I'm going to roll for Fayeni. Just give me 1 sec. And I'll hold off and let Liberty roll for Pollux. Fayeni rolls for initiative. Gets a 9. Nice. It did not populate automatically, though. Probably because it knows that I did. Stephanie, I'm going to get you to join the turn order as well. So if you could roll initiative on your character sheet for us. Liberty just joined and is muted. Liberty.
Hi guys, sorry I'm late.
No problem.
It's okay. We're still sorting this out. I'm rolling for initiative. I got the website up. I had an 8.
Yep.
Because apparently that's my
Liberty, could you join us in turn order as well? Just roll initiative for Pollux, please.
Oh yeah, let me get it.
I forgot that I wasn't on camera, and I was sitting here waving at the camera to say hi to Liberty when she was going.
Yeah, no. Although we could use camera if you really want to.
It's not a big deal. just habit, and I didn't want to interrupt anybody.
No camera for no camera for me.
Yeah, no
I'm saying
problem.
no camera for me.
It's always optional.
I'm gonna see if I can. Wow. Okay, that was. Wow.
Okay. So Fayeni got a 9. So I'm going to try and populate the turn order up on this initiative tracker so that people have an idea of when they can go. Naya got a 12. Subject got a 15. Whoa.
Right.
A druid getting over a 10? Say it ain't so. I know. Pollux got a 17. There is somebody new, unknown to the party right now. And if I go into here, and we'll do something here, and something here. Okay, cool. So, Fayeni. Oh, you silly, silly halfling, you. Fayeni lurches into this place on her own, thinking probably to do some sort of parlay with these beasts. And they seem to want none of it. So, Bryan, are you able to access Fayeni at all?
Yeah, give me just a second here.
Okay.
Let's see. Boom. Right, what you need.
All right. I just want to see if a 12 would hit her.
It will not.
Ah, great. Okay. So, Subject 43. Does a 12 hit you, perchance?
I seriously doubt it.
All right.
I'm checking, sorry. No, it does not.
Naya, does a 24 hit you?
Yeah. I don't even need to bother looking at that.
You wind up taking exactly.
That sounds like an ouchie.
You wind up taking 7 damage from a javelin attack from behind you, and as you turn, you see these dwarven-like beings behind you by about 15 feet. One of them is looking right at you. One of them is actually standing in the ruins of a little rowboat at the front of the ship, looking at Subject 43 like he just attacked. And they don't look pleasant. They look fairly similar to the creature that Pollux and Fayeni were talking to, in that they're a very pale-skinned, kind of grayish-looking dwarf. And Pollux, you are up.
Okay. So do they seem hostile?
Yes.
I'm assuming they just threw a javelin. So.
Yeah, so there's one at the back of the room that looks sort of visible to you now that it's thrown this javelin at Fayeni. It missed, but it definitely looks hostile.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so I am going to get into melee with them.
Okay.
And then I would like to rage.
Great.
And I am going to... I'll take... I'll grow my little tail.
Hmm.
And I think I'm going to hit them with it.
Nice.
Let me see. I'm going to try to hit them with it. Oh, yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, 19. No problemo. For 6 points of damage. Which one are you attacking? The one north of you or the one west of you?
Which one threw and hit Naya?
The one north of you.
Then I'm going to hit that one.
Okay. Sounds good. Anything else?
No, that'll be it.
Okay. Subject 43, you are up.
I am going to protect the Fayeni by summoning my spirit beast right there in that room.
Do you have a token to drag out?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Boom.
Nice. All right. All right. So, the beast tries to form there and it yowls and winds up standing kind of in this square here.
Oh. All right then. Okay,
What would you
so
like it to do?
That is my turn.
Okay.
The beast's turn will attack the visible one, right there in the center of the room.
Sounds great. Dun dun dun. The beast gets a 17 and does indeed chew through the scale mail and shield of this dwarf.
This is a land spirit beast, by the way.
Okay.
And he does a massive bite.
Holy cow. The dwarf cries out in pain. And does anyone speak Dwarvish?
Yes. Yes, I do.
If you speak Dwarvish, you'll hear this thing call out as if pleadingly, "Brother!" Is that it for you, subject?
That is it for me and Spirit Beast.
One sec. Okay, cool. So next we have Naya.
Right. I'm gonna scoot forward a bit so I can see the dwarves better, but I'm going to target Dub, D-U-B, and cast Suggestion on them.
Oh, okay.
15 wisdom save.
All right. Gets a 12.
Yes. All right. So I'm going to tell the dwarf, could you go to the town hall, please, and ask the town speaker? Well, actually, you know what? Ask the sheriff to make me a sandwich, please. That'd be great.
I can't believe Naya is using him as a personal boy.
Okay, so it won't be able to react until it's its turn, but you do see it turn kind of away from Pollux and look as if it's going to move toward the gangplank.
Right. And then I will cast Bardic Inspiration on let's say Fayeni.
Okay. Just give me 1 sec while I pull it out. You know what? Let me this is easier to do when I'm not in a live game. But anyway, okay, so that way I don't block her name. Anything else, Naya?
No, I think that's it.
Okay, Fayeni is up. I'm wondering, Subject 43, if you could maybe make some decisions, since the player is your wife and all.
Absolutely.
Okay.
She is going to scream out something along the lines of, "Hey, not nice." And she will hex the guy in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
And then, do that warlock thing.
Okay.
The Eldritch Blast thing.
Okay, that is not a hex.
I gotta find hex. Yeah, that cast.
Okay, so shoot. There we go. Okay, so Eldritch Blast. That was a 9 to hit.
Yeah, but she's got Bardic Inspiration.
So you notice that these dwarves are in scale mail and they carry a shield.
I mean, she was still blasted.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, in order for her to hit, having rolled a 9, you need a huge number on Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah,
wait.
Six.
I forgot. She has the familiar out. I forgot what she named it, but that can use the help action to grant advantage.
Right. Okay. Why don't you roll to hit again then? As her familiar tickles this dwarf to distract it so she can get a better shot in. A 19 does indeed hit. So if you could roll me some damage, please. All right, 6 damage on this poor little bugger.
And then Hex does damage?
Yep. D6, I think. All right. It is looking not very happy at all. Anything else for Fayeni?
She will take 1 step out of the room.
Okay. Great.
And that's it for her.
So, Max, as you regain consciousness in the corner of the room, you see a few things unraveling around you. So, the dwarves, those pale-skinned dwarves, which were the last thing that you saw as you went unconscious, presumably they hit you and knocked you unconscious, you see them close by. So one of them is grievously wounded right beside you. You also see this strange beast-like boar snarling that seems to have just attacked this dwarf right beside you. You see just beyond, there's another one lingering in the twilight that you can see. As well, there's this halfling who I believe is lit up like a Christmas tree with a light spell, standing just outside the door, who was attacked. Was she attacked?
Yeah, they tried to attack her.
Yeah, they tried to attack her, but she blasted some magical energy at the dwarf right beside you and then backed out of the room. Beyond, you can see some taller humanoid figures around your size. You are currently crouched down in the corner of the room. Your hands are tied in front of you. What would you like to try?
Give me a second. I'm going to take a look and see if I can find anything, because I don't think I can probably attack very well, so and I can't. Oh, are you kidding me? I'm not sure what I can really do with my hands literally tied. I'm not sure what I could do.
You could try and bash them with an unarmed strike, and that would do 1 point of damage plus your strength.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Let's see. 2 seconds.
Let me just check your spells real quick.
I have quite a few spells. I don't know what ones I would be a good idea to use. I don't think I can use any of them because it's none of the offensive ones, I don't think.
Command would work because it's just a verbal component.
I don't know what. I read the thing and it's only single word commands from what I read, and I can't think of any single word commands that I could use that would help me out. So it's like literally tied up like.
You could try and stand and move if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Because that would be a good idea. Let's see. Oh, I just realized something. I'm pretty sure there's something in the way that I'd have to jump before running into that guy, and I don't know if I've got enough space to squeeze past, or that looks a bit too tight to squeeze through, and I'd have to jump over something, which would be funny to try. Whoops. Oh, come on. Did not break up my phone, but I keep on touching things and moving things accidentally. I swear I'm not doing it on purpose.
No, we don't see anything moving odd.
Yeah, I just really moved Naya's token thing.
Oh.
Yeah, I could try. I really did. I clicked off it. I could try and get Max to move, like, out of the way, but there is still some. I could see something there. Don't know what it is, but I can see something there.
Yeah,
I don't
so
know if that would work.
I'll show you with a pointer. So this red pointer, you can't move anywhere here. Those spaces are all blocked right now.
Yeah, okay. I can see that. I'm just like, oh, just trying to work out if you'd be able to, what it is that is on the floor there, and if he'd be able to get over with his hands tied.
Well, you can stand with half your movement, which would still allow you to move 15 feet. So each of these squares is 5. You could move here, here. You could get in front of Fayeni and protect her with your tied hands. I'm not sure if you'd want to do that.
I think for the moment I'll just move 5 feet forward so I'm not stuck in the corner.
Sure.
Just move.
All right.
Let's try. Then I can't get it to work. When I want to move something, I can't. So when I don't want to move something, I accidentally move it.
That's okay. I can move you over one. And great. No problem. All right. So I'll get you to mute maybe, and we'll go on to the other dwarfy.
Okay.
Give me a sec. Okay. Right. So, Fayeni and Naya and Subject 43, you can probably all see some kind of a figure stirring in the back corner of the room. It's immediately beside the beast that Subject 43 summoned, right beside the wounded one that everyone's been beating on. And so it gets up and it is it's going to make a melee attack against the beastie thing.
Okie dokie.
So, Bryan, do either a 9 or a 6 hit?
No, sir.
As a DM, why am I so adverse to cheating? Okay. So, we will hit up the next ones. So this dwarf is going to suddenly disappear. And is no longer visible to anyone. The other two are going to try and wail on Pollux because they're feeling really mean.
Isn't Dubstep supposed to go on an errand?
Oh yeah. Yes, and it's his turn. So Dubstep moves out of Pollux's range. Pollux, would you like to make an opportunity attack?
How hurt does he look?
He does not look hurt at all.
Even though I hit him?
No, you hit the one to the north.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yep.
I'll let him go.
Okay. So let me see if I have a token to put on him, just so I can remember.
I'm not gonna forget Dubs.
No, I believe you are not. I don't have a charmed one, and that's too bad. Because no, I do. So let us. Aw, doesn't he look cute?
Yeah.
So he will move. What is that? This is 5 feet, and then another 5, 10, 15, 25. Aw. There's some cute little sounds happening. Does Isaac have the hiccups?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, he usually gets them.
Poor little baby.
Yeah.
All right, so Dubstep will make it that far with all of his movement and seems to be heading off to the town hall. So the one to the north of you, Pollux, is going to turn toward you and snarl, and it is... So as you're standing there snarling back at this thing, you see the dwarf, and oddly, as you're looking into his eyes, you seem to start having to crane your head backward, and you realize that this dwarf is actually starting to grow. And he grows to pretty significant proportions and looks down at you.
That is awesome.
And that is all it can do this turn. But he is probably 8 feet tall, 9 feet tall right now. All right, Pollux. You find yourself looking straight up at this huge dwarf wielding a pickaxe standing right in front of you. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna look at it a little dumbfounded and be like, yeah, I'm still mad. I'm gonna try and hit it again.
Okay.
But I'm not going to.
Oh no. Anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Subject 43, you're standing on the icy boat, looking between Pollux, who up until a split second ago seemed to have everything under control, looking at the dwarf who wandered off of the boat in search of, well, whatever, looking over at Fayeni and hoping that she's okay, when suddenly you hear the dwarf beside Pollux start to growl in this really low voice, and he grows super, super, super tall until he towers over top of Pollux. Pollux takes a swing at him with her tail, but misses. What would you like to do?
Look at the tall dwarf, snap my fingers, produce some flame in it, and say, "Hey man, that's not cool." And I will throw my fireball at him.
All right. An 18 will hit this beast. For 8 damage. So between you and the damage that Pollux had already done on him, this poor guy is starting to look a little injured. but is still not close to falling. Subject 43, anything else?
Is it for me, but it's Spirit Beast's turn.
Okay.
And he is going to attack the only dwarf we can see in that room right now.
Okay, sounds great. So a 22 definitely hits. For 10 points of damage. Wow, your beast hits hard, man. Anything else?
No, sir.
All right. Naya, you are up.
Right. I'm going to yell at the giant one. Hey, fish face, where's your buddy going? Cast vicious mockery. Wisdom 15.
Give me 1 sec. And this is not against the one that's running, but his friend. He gets a 3.
Yep.
A 3.
Good. Yes.
Max damage, so takes 4 points of damage, and his next attack is going to be at disadvantage. Let me see if I can have a token that reflects that.
And bardic inspiration for Pollux.
Okay. Nice. So let me throw this on Pollux like that, and I don't really have anything. I'm just going to have to try and remember when I color them that they have disadvantage on the next attack. And cyan is such an ugly color that I should remember. Okay. Oops, sorry. Fayeni is up.
Okay, so Hex does not give any kind of...
See invisible. No.
Right. And neither does her minion. Correct?
She could... give me 1 sec. Let me look this up. She could use an action to look through its eyes, and the minion... Yeah, it does not have true vision, just dark vision to 120 feet.
What would Fayeni do?
That is my question to you, my friend.
I know what I would do, but what would Fayeni do? She would... What she would do? How hard is that?
Don't worry, there's a couple of you playing brand new characters. So...
Can she just fire an Eldritch Blast straight ahead?
She could, yes.
Does having the help action give... I mean, she can't see what she's aiming at, so that would be disadvantage, right?
Yeah, but...
Does the help action help any? Because...
Not really, because the familiar couldn't really see it either, so...
Right. Okay, so she's just going to fire it at disadvantage.
Okay.
assuming a 10.
So the arcane energy seems to blast the back wall just underneath the window and seems to not do any damage whatsoever. At least not to anything biological.
Okay. And then Fayeni, being Fayeni, I think she would move in here.
Okay.
And get in position to help this other guy.
Okay. Cool. Max, you are up. You might still be muted.
Yeah, I know I was just been noticing it. I'm not entirely sure what really all of my spells do. I was it out right now, but I would like to consider my hands are literally still tied, and so it's like just what I can. It's just what I can cast with purely my voice, and in the radius. Hold on a sec. There's fairy fire. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but I don't know.
So fairy fire is interesting because anything that's invisible would become visible, and anything you hit with the fairy fire, if it fails a saving throw, characters would have advantage to hit it. So this is the size of a fairy fire. So you could see you could cast it in the middle of the room. It would light up the whole room with these fairy sprinkles, but then everyone in the room would have to... So if you put it here, everyone in the room would have to make a saving throw, which is probably maybe not a good idea, because if you failed your saving throw, for instance, then the dwarves would have advantage to hit you.
It's not exactly as if I have much going through the moment anyway, with my hands literally still tied, so it's just a case of whether I want to do that to Fayeni and the subject 43's friend.
So if you want, you can drag these things wherever you want. So if you wanted to put them here, for instance, it would light up the back of the boat and presumably only impact the dwarves and not any of you.
And not only that as well, right now, Max doesn't exactly realise that everyone in the party is friendly. He's just, because last thing he remembers is, falling unconscious as he was looking at the ship, so, but, that's... I don't want to hurt anyone at the same time, but, Max wouldn't actually know what's going on, or that, they're there to help, but, yeah, I think doing it on the back end of the ship is probably a good idea, because he wouldn't want to do it where he could be in the impact zone either.
So, like that?
There.
Okay, perfect. And that's a dex saving throw. Oh my. Do you know your spell DC? I think it's...
I am not sure, sorry.
14. Your spell DC is 14. So it needs a 14 to save. It actually gets a 5. So this poor guy is lit up in purple. And feeling really, really conspicuous right now. I think that's all you can do, Max. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Cool. We will move on to this poor guy who is sparkling like an 8-year-old in elementary school. And not taking it.
I'm probably not a very big fan of Max right now, considering he's the one that caused it.
No, definitely not. Maybe I'll get you to mute again, because we're still getting a little bit of feedback. It's a little bit better than earlier, though. Okay, cool. So, this... This guy's going to take a... So it takes a swing, first of all, at the beast. Gets a 24 against your beast. And does... Ooh... 6 piercing damage and 15 psychic damage to your beast, subject 43. Is it vulnerable to psychic? You might be muted.
I am muted again, thank you.
No worries.
That was a lot of damage, right?
Yeah, 6 piercing and 15 psychic.
So that's 21. Okay, and it is not vulnerable.
Okay. Or it's not resistant or anything like that.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Great. And then it turns and it points the same dagger at Fayeni. Could I get her to do an intelligence saving throw against a DC 12?
Easy cheesy.
Oh, yep. Very much so. Okay. Cool. That is it for its turn. So the big one, oh no, this is the scaredy cat, is going to move. That's, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. La la la, just walking along the pier casually. Meanwhile, the big one looks down at Pollux from above and swings its mighty axe at disadvantage. Hoping its war pick will drive deep into Pollux's skull. But probably not at disadvantage. It gets... Oh no! It rolls a 6 and 7, so a 10. Does that hit you, Pollux?
It does not.
Did you forget to put your armor on this morning?
You wish.
Yikes. Okay, Pollux, you're up.
Okay. I am going to try and hit it again with my tail.
Okay.
Pooh.
Oh, sorry, Pollux. You've been cursed by the dice gods tonight.
Yeah. Got one good hit, and that was about it.
Yeah. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, subject. What are you thinking?
I am thinking that he's going to snap his finger again and fling this fire behind his back at the big guy.
Okay, cool.
Just for style points.
Nice.
Probably didn't help any.
So a 12, unfortunately, will not hit this thing.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, it's dressed in leather armor, but it seems to be pretty nimble on its feet. Anything else?
We got a glowy guy in here by the beast, right?
Mm-hmm.
My beast likes glowy guys.
Everybody likes pink glowy guys.
Ouch.
An 11 also does not hit. Sorry, my friend. Anything else?
Trying to show off, see what happens. Okay. Nope, that is it.
Naya, you hear bestial sounds from all around you. The huge dwarf could not connect with Pollux. Pollux equally could not connect with it. There's growling and gnashing of teeth and all manner of nastiness coming from the room itself. What would you like to do?
Right. So I'll yell at the giant one. Hey, Shorty, do you need glasses? Because your aim is terrible. Sorry.
Nice. It rolls a 10 on its wisdom saving throw.
Yay.
Exactly. So a point of vicious mockery, but it is still at disadvantage for its next attack, which is far, far worse. That's like -5 to hit. Anything else?
No, I'm gonna hold on to some my bardic inspirations for now.
Great. Fayeni is up.
Okay. Fayeni is going to... First of all, she's going to... Would it be a full action to take out her dagger and cut Max free?
It's not a full action to draw your dagger, but it would be a full action to cut Max free, yes.
Okay. That is what she's going to do, because I think that's what Fayeni would do.
Okay.
And then she's going to bonus action... Healing word the beast.
Okay.
My spirit beast.
Yep. Do you want to roll?
Oh, look at that.
Nice. Wow. It's all right.
Hey, that's 7 extra hit points.
Yep, exactly. So is it
right.
at 16 now?
It is.
Okay, cool.
Okay, and having cut Max free and saying hi, however Fayeni says hi, and healing the beast, that's going to be her turn.
Okay. Max, you are up. What would you like to do?
Oh, first of all, Max thanks Fayeni for setting him free.
Yep.
And I don't know what I want to do. Running in the corner with Sparkling. I would like to cast Sacred Flame at him.
Okay.
If that's possible.
Yep. So Sacred Flame is an attack roll. No, it's a dex save, sorry, on his part. So let me roll that. He gets Oh, he gets a 22. You have no chance to strike him with your flame.
There's a shot.
Yeah, so your glittering flame does come down from the ceiling as if to try and strike him, but he dances out of the way, bumps into the beast, and then sneaks back into the corner and scowls at you. Max, anything else?
No, that's it, thank you.
Okay. So, Sparkly Dude, Mr. Glitter, we'll call him, is going to try the same approach again. He's going to try taking a swing at the beast. Gets a 15.
Yes.
All right. For 6 piercing and 11 psychic.
The beast vanishes in a poof.
And he tries to point.
Sorry to interrupt, but what just happened? Like, what's the gasp for?
So there was a summoned beast right beside the dwarf, and the dwarf stabbed it with a dagger that glowed with odd energy, and the beast disappeared.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. And that is its turn for now. So, Dub the Dumb is now officially heading to town on his quest.
Yep.
Sorry, how long does suggestion last? A minute?
Yes.
Okay, so I was purposefully being dramatic, but Dub would probably dash. So a minute will probably get him all the way to the town hall. Is that where he was supposed to be going?
Yes.
Okay.
And he was to seek out to find the sheriff there.
Oh, God.
Naya tried to make a sandwich, but she's actually kind of just hoping that he'll get arrested.
In all likelihood, something dramatic is going to happen. Yeah, so Dub will keep going, and with the dash, will almost certainly be able to make it all the way to the sheriff. So, what else do we have going on? The giant looks down at Pollux. Gnome, you will die. And it takes a swing at you, Pollux.
At disadvantage.
Yep. Oh, God. It rolled a 21 and a 9. Pollux, does a 9 hit you?
It does not.
All right, you are up.
Okay. I'm tired of not hitting him, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do... Oh, no, I can't do that. Yeah, actually, I'm going to do that anyway. I'm going to take out my Warhammer, and I'm going to do Reckless Attack.
Nice. Okay.
On the kneecap.
Oh, ouch. Is that PG-13? Oh. A 20.
Does a 23 hit?
Yes, with that kind of roll, yes, it is.
Yes, it does.
For 10 damage.
All right. So,
But he will get advantage on me next turn.
So, tell me about his inability to have advantage or even a regular attack against you because you pulverize him, even though he's huge. Describe how this happens.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna take out my warhammer. I'm gonna hit his knee so he kneels down, and then get him right in the face.
Oh!
On my backswing.
Bam. So his nose crushes in and his helmet kind of caves in, and he looks at you with unseeing, kind of stupid looking eyes, and then he slumps over dead. And he is out of combat. We'll do this. Anything else, Pollux?
Well, if he's gone, then I'm going to. Oops.
Oh, suggestion is up to 8 hours. Holy cow! Yes. It took me that long to look up how long the spell is. Okay.
I'm gonna go into the room.
Okay.
Oh man.
Subject 43. You're up.
Hey, can I be a pain and ask for a 10-minute break?
Yeah, actually. So it's only a few minutes early. So everyone, why don't we take a 10-minute break, reconvene 10 minutes from now, and we'll finish up this bit of a skirmish.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
All right.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Who do we have back?
I'm back.
Great.
I'm not.
To say that I'm back, and then I'm going to shut it off because of feedback.
The feedback has actually gone, Stephanie, so that's a relief. You are really, really muffled and a bit tinny sounding, but
Oh, sorry.
no worries. But it doesn't sound like there's a howling electronic storm about to suck your house out of planet Earth and take it into the nether regions.
That would not be good if that happened.
No.
I like my house wires, thank you very much.
I think
No offense to you guys or anything, but I like my house wires in Wales.
I think Ty said she's been abducted by dairy cows. I'm not sure if Brian's
You
back
like
yet. Nice.
I'm back.
Okay, cool.
I'm here, just shoving food in my face.
Okay.
Of course. I
I'll-
took the break to look through my spells now that I have my hands free. And Max is going to be so peeved that his shield has gone missing, so you can bet that that's one thing he's going to do as soon as combat's over.
Awesome. So, So I'm still playing with Stephanie's volume in Discord a little bit. She's coming through quite loud. Brian, you're really quiet tonight. I don't know why. Got you cranked up to 140%.
I mean, I can be louder if you want me to.
No, it's all good. I can be loud enough for everybody. So I believe we ended with Subject 43's turn in combat. Subject 43, just let me lay the groundwork for you. Pollux handily smashed this tall giant in the knee, making it crouch down and come down to size, where she caved in its face, and it's now lying on the deck, bleeding out. She then skirted around you and Naya and leapt into the room beside Fayeni and this strange humanoid that you've seemingly rescued from the dwarves. This scintillating dwarf presence is still standing in the corner, scowling at you all, though, and doesn't seem to be in too bad a shape right now. What would you like to do?
He's still sparkling purple. Don't forget that.
He's still covered in glitter. That is true. Subject 43, what would you like to do?
So, earlier when I cast Hex
Yep.
on the now invisible dwarf,
Yep.
I didn't specify a stat for it to roll disadvantage on.
Right.
So if that comes up, I failed at that.
I will not mention it to Nichole if you do not.
I already did. I already told her I failed at Hex.
Your first warlock, what can you say?
We'll
Right?
just say it's wisdom.
Yep. One important thing to note, though, I think a hex spell is on checks, not saving throws.
That's a good
That could be
question.
true.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It
I'll-
says checks, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so apparently we have Fayeni back. However, it is Subject 43's turn. Welcome back, Nichole.
All right. Subject is going to turn to this resilient dwarf, clapping his hands twice and finger gunning Frostbite right at his face.
All right.
So that is a con save, sir.
All right. I see your con and I raise you. No, sorry. Let me just be a reasonable human being and make. Oh, no. A nat 1. What the heck? He gets a 3 on his con save.
That is awesome. So it has disadvantage on the next weapon attack it makes.
Oh, God.
And it takes 5 whole damage of freezing.
Ooh.
And as I finger gun, I'm gonna go, you should chill out, dude.
Cool.
I was gonna say that.
All right. Anything else, subject?
Nope, that's it for him.
Okay, Naya, you are up.
Right. All right then. So I'm gonna try to cast Dissonant Whispers on our glowing buddy there.
Okay.
15 Wisdom save.
A 9. All right. So you do 9 points of damage to this poor guy, but more importantly, on his turn, he's gonna try and run away.
Actually, I think he has to start running right away.
Is it? Oh yeah. He uses his reaction, does he not?
Yep, uses its reaction if available to move as far as its speed allows.
Ow.
Away from me. Oh crap! I'm in the wrong way.
So the only way he could really move away from you is if he came past Pollux and then ran like either north or south of you.
Yeah.
Like this is about as far away from you as he can get. He could kind of sit in the corner and cower and mumble and gibber a bit, if that would make you feel okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I didn't really think that through entirely, but
No problem. It still did a good amount of damage, though, and he's not going to be doing much of anything until...
I just figured since he's already got disadvantage on his attack.
You just thought it would be cool to pile even more goodness onto him.
Yep. And I couldn't use my concentration since that's already busy.
So... I must not be spelling spell names right, because Dissonant Whispers... here we go. On a failed save... Okay, cool. So anything else, Naya?
No, I think that's it.
Okay, Fayeni, you are up.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the 5-foot spot just below the lit up dude.
Okay. Sounds great. You are guessing at a location.
Yes.
So I will have you roll at disadvantage. Oh. So your eldritch energy, your black eldritch energy goes slamming into the wall beneath the window beside this injured dwarf, apparently impacting nothing at all. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Max, you are up. What would you like to do? You have a glowing purple dwarf who is injured and reeling and cowering in the corner. I'm not sure we could put any other conditions on this poor guy. What would you like to do?
I would... Hold on, let me look up distances.
Sure, every square is 5 feet, so you're 10 feet away from this guy.
Oh, so I'm close enough to cast Burning Hands. Awesome.
Yep. Yep, you can do so.
I shall cast Burning Hands on him then.
Okay, so that is a save of some sort, I guess.
It's a dex save.
Dex 14.
I'm looking at it on the page.
Oh, he gets a natural 20. Yes! Thank you for coming through for me.
It does say on the thing that it takes 3d6 fire damage on a failed save or half as much damage on a successful one, so apparently he gets damage either way.
Yep. So I will have you roll the damage, and we'll just half it. You should just be able to click on 3d6, and it'll roll the dice for you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Apparently I can't think of anything today.
That's okay. We help each other out. So 4 damage to this poor guy.
Mm-hmm.
Holy cow, people. Anything else, Max?
Just a quick second. Oops. Sorry, I'm still trying to get used to how D&D Beyond works.
Yeah, no problem.
Isn't Burning Hands an AoE in a cone?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. And it sets fire to everything flammable in the way as well, so anything that's flammable, bye-bye.
Yeah, exactly. So if there was anything to either side of that dwarf, it also would have been cooked a bit.
Yeah. It's a clone with a 15-foot range.
Yep.
And yeah, I think I might fire a crossbow bolt at him as well. Just because why not?
You can't though. So you've used your action to cast the spell. No crossbow bolt for you. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'm still trying to work out what's regular action, what's bonus action, and what I can do with each.
No problem. I think all you can do is move. Okay.
Yes, I'm quite happy with that. So I'll just end right turn.
All right. We're getting a tiny little bit of hiss from you, so maybe I'll get you muted when it's not your turn. But your audio's fair amount better than it was earlier, so no worries. No need to apologize. We can't apologize for microphones and headsets and stuff like that. All we can do is try and beat them into submission. All right, so this poor dwarf who is glowing, hurt, at disadvantage on his next attack, afraid, cowering in the corner, and now kind of crispied a bit like a Kentucky Fried Chicken, looks around, glares at Naya, stands using half his movement. Looks at Max with murder in his eyes and points his dagger at Max. Max, does a 17 hit you?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
To be... Okay.
So you're going to take a 7 piercing and 10 psychic, so a total of 17 damage. And I need you to click to do an intelligence saving throw against a DC 12. So
give me a second. Let me just do the hit points thing. That's
sure, no problem.
17 damage, you know. 17 damage. Yikes. 2 seconds. Abilities. Oh, what was that supposed to be? Sorry.
17. Yep, you got it.
Saving throw.
Yeah, an intelligence saving throw. So if you just click that modifier underneath the word intelligence.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, that was wisdom.
So yeah, I clicked the wrong button. I tried to swallow and I hit the wrong button.
There you go. Oh.
And I... Ouch.
Okay, Max, can you roll a d6? So if you roll low, it's going to be south, and if you roll high, it's going to be north. So on your character sheet, I think down at the bottom left, you'll see a 20-sided dice, and if you click on that, you can click the d6 and then click the roll button. Again, okay. Low is south, high is north.
Okay, so it's the one from there it is, and I got a 6.
All right, so right after this dwarf points his dagger at you and shoots this beam of psychic energy that strikes you straight in the chest, you turn to Pollux and you glare at her with hatred in your eyes and swing your mace for her head. Can you roll a to hit roll, please?
I'm so sorry, Pollux. I feel so guilty, but I can't help it.
Oh, jeez.
Hold on. Wait, come on. What is it? What was that? It wouldn't show me what it was.
So I got a custom D20 roll. Actually, if you go to your actions and you just click the +3 beside your mace, that'll work a little better.
Oh, sorry, 2 seconds.
No problem.
I gotta jump onto it, and that'll be under actions.
Under actions, yeah. Okay. Just click the +3 for mace.
Yeah, give me a sec. When it works. Oh, come on, please work.
No, please don't actually.
Oh, wrong button. Sorry.
No, I think it worked. It's just slow to show up.
Oh, there it is. Very slow.
Yeah, so I'm guessing a 23 is going to hit Pollux, so why don't you go ahead and roll damage? Just click the D6 +1.
I can roll a D8 as a reaction when someone hits me with an attack, and I subtract it from that roll.
Amazing.
So -7.
So a 16.
That does not hit.
Yes! So Max.
Okay, that seems Max from a very potentially awkward situation, which he was going to feel very bad for.
So everyone is keenly aware of the sequence of events here. The dwarf did indeed point its dagger directly at Max, struck him with a beam of energy. Whereupon Max turned and swung at Pollux. Pollux, with her bedazzling reactions, managed to swing under the mace swing. And then this guy actually moves forward to here and is no longer at disadvantage now, but takes a swing at Pollux. And gets a 19.
Darn, yeah, that hits.
Okay, 6 damage.
Oh. What kind of damage is it?
Oh, piercing.
Okay, so that's halved because I'm raging.
Okay.
Right. Where's my rage? Yeah, so 3 points.
All right. So, Naya, in your mind's eye, you're picturing the beginning of a slightly awkward conversation between an evil Dwergar and the sheriff of this here town. Much to your amusement, and the way it plays out in your mind is quite comical. That is all that the other dwarves can do. Pollux, you are up.
Okay, I am going to see. I guess I could do either one. I will hit him. I'll hit him with my tail.
Great.
And he's fairy fired, right? So it has advantage.
That's correct.
Okay, cool. Ooh. Does an 11 hit?
An 11 does not hit, unfortunately.
Can I use my bardic inspiration to...
Yeah, actually you can. Yep.
What's the bardic? Is it a D8?
D6.
D6.
Plus 5. 16.
16 definitely hits.
Yes.
Okay, so then as my mode of potential for attack rolls, target each creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet of it must succeed on a con save or take thunder damage equal to the number rolled on the bardic inspiration die.
Ooh. Well, that's nifty.
Seriously? Okay. Cool.
So the dwarf, he's the only one I can see, so.
Yep. And sorry, what's that ability called?
Okay, it's mode of potential.
Yep.
Under the attack roll part. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So DC 15 save. Yeah, that's likely. Well, he's got a +2 con. No, gets 12. Meh. So he takes 5 damage.
It's always possible.
From that thunder. Boom. So a huge thunderous boom echoes in the room. And Naya, you feel particularly proud of yourself right now. Pollux, sorry, your tail did 6 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Describe what this tail does as it enters and exits his body.
Oh, no. I'll just say it just kind of finds a soft spot in his armor and just nails him right where it hurts.
All right. He howls in pain and surprise and slumps to the ground, not feeling well at all. At all. That combination sucker punch, I'll say, from the thunder damage and the tail between the legs, I guess, did him in. And Naya and Subject 43, you hear a wail of absolute sorrow and sadness as you see this Dwergar appear suddenly, as if out of thin air, badly beat up and torn from magic and from blades, looking basically at death's door. And he screams, "Brother!" and slumps to his knees, weeping. And you are out of combat.
Phew.
Or are we?
Oops. Sorry. Oh, it's right. That was an accident. I can never move this map properly without moving something on it instead.
Oh, nothing moved, I don't think.
Yeah, the Pollux piece moved. I gotta put it back before I pick my finger up.
No worries then. So, you are out of combat. Fayeni and Pollux and Max, you are all standing beside one another, looking at one another, saying, I don't know you. Naya and Subject 43, you're looking at this weeping dwarf who's collapsed to their knees just north of you.
We should add insult to injury and capture him.
We're definitely going to capture him. To take his weapons and tie him up.
He doesn't
I think I have
seem...
manacles.
Well, there's a good chance that Max is looking at the girls and he's like, hello, and then he's like, just give me a sec, and he's looking for his shield, because that shield means a lot to him. He loves his shield. I need to put that in his character thing, actually, at some point.
Yeah, so it won't take you long at all to find your shield lying close to where you were tied up.
And so he goes to get his shield back, and he is happy.
Great.
I will add... There are a lot of health points on that one. Hit points, sorry. I called it health points, which is basically the same thing, I suppose. Oops.
We can reinterpret.
Oh, stupid thing. I did not click on that. I did. Come on. Oh, stupid thing. I keep trying to click on Max's token, and it keeps on trying to do it on the. I really do not want to do the DOA thing. It keeps thinking I'm trying to click on that. I am not. Fine, I'll do it this way. Zoom right in. Click on Max. Wait for it to register. Keep clicking on Max. See if I can click and drag in from there. Hold on.
So, Don?
Yep.
I am going to... Subject 43 will walk up to the live guy.
Yep.
Strip him of his weapons, making a pile right in the middle of the ship. And tie him up for now until we can find a more suitable thing. I think Pollux said something about manacles.
Okay.
Yeah, I have manacles in my pack that I'll bring over.
Okay, sounds good.
Then we'll go over to the dead one and take his weapons and pile them up too.
All right.
Kind of want to like search this ship and see what treasures there might be.
Yeah, so so Weepy just continues weeping for a little bit. You manage to find that the dwarves all have pickaxes, except for the one who was using the dagger that pointed at people and hit them with some psychic energy. So 3 pickaxes and a dagger. The one with the dagger has dwarf-sized leather armor, and the other 3 have scale mail and a shield.
We're definitely going to take that dagger.
Okay.
That is property of us now.
Okay.
The way the dagger worked, it sounded kind of like the cleric spell command, only without any actual commands being given. I don't know if that's the case. I just thought I'd share it because I thought it was something interesting that I worked out looking at it, because I thought it was, because I thought it would be an interesting note when I was looking through my spell thing.
So sorry, you're wanting to cast a command?
No, I was just saying that with the way that the dagger worked, and that it kind of reminds me of the either a spell or cantrip, I'm not sure which one, for a command. I obviously don't want to cast it, but there it is. First level spell. I was just saying they seem similar, that's all.
Okay.
Sorry if I confused you.
No worries. All right, so subject 43, you have a collection of weapons and shields and such. Naya, you're looking over Weepy? Or watching over him?
No, I was going to, you know what? Sure, if subject's busy, we definitely want to make sure somebody's keeping an eye on him.
All right.
I can watch him if you want to search the ship.
Yeah, I kind of do want to search the ship just to see what. I mean, they've apparently been looting the place, so let's see what loot they've got.
So.
Oh, I just had a thought that my character may have come to as well hearing that, and we're thinking about it.
What's that?
Those rock things that are being taken, whether those and this group of dwarfs are linked, and if they are, whether there's any, whether there's any of them here on the ship.
Any of the rocks?
Yeah, I can't. You did tell me what they were called, and I can't remember what they're called.
Yep. Yeah, so.
I just can't move my talk onto. So keeps trying to move everybody else's or reading everyone.
Yeah, it's a good thought. So Naya, maybe what I'll get you to do is you'll do a quick search of the bodies that are out here. Do you really want to frisk Weepy down, or just the dead ones for now?
Just the dead ones for now.
Okay. So you don't find much on them after Subject 43 has liberated their arms and armor from them. There is the guy inside, though. So if you want to push past Pollux and search the dwarf inside.
Those are windows. Okay.
Sure.
All right. Sure. So inside, you search his body. He's definitely dressed different than the rest of them. So he has some beads in his beard that make him look a little bit more regal than the others. Judging by his hands, for instance. Actually, give me a perception check. Let's make you work for this a bit.
All right.
No freebies.
Well, technically, kind of just give a freebie, but no more freebies.
Naya.
I'm blind.
He wears leather armor. He has boots. He has hands and a cheek. 2 cheeks, in fact, and a chin that is all beardy. You do find some things on the corpse itself, though. So on his left hand and the middle finger, you find an iron ring that has a black stone set into the middle of it. The stone is actually quite large in size. It is not see-through. It's opaque. You also find some scraps of paper in a leather tube on his left hip, and right beside his dagger sheath. And one of the scraps of paper seems to have a map scrawled onto it. It could be if you showed this to Alanu, who's back resting at the let's say the town hall. She might be able to tell you where this leads. It looks like it's a map that goes deep into the spine of the world.
Ooh, where the mysterious thing that we gotta find is at. Okay, yes, let's go there.
Dun dun dun. So, Max, give me a perception check, please.
Yep, give me just a second.
Yep.
That is under skills and perception. Just give me a sec, wait for the page to work properly. There. I clicked the number, now I gotta wait for the dice. There it is!
Ah! So as you're sort of standing there, feeling like the person on the edge of the dance floor with Fayeni and Pollux also standing there looking like the people on the edge of the dance floor, you notice Naya starts looting the body of this dwarf, and after she pulls a whole bunch of papers out of a tube and looks at them and sort of lets out a gleeful cheer when she looks at one of them, she starts rifling through his hands and through his belt and everything like that, and eventually comes across a ring on his finger. And as she's pulling this ring off of his fat finger, you see the rock glinting a certain way. It's got almost like a purple sheen to it when the light hits it. And you're like, bingo, that's Chartolin.
Oh, okay, that's what it is. Okay. Oh, give me a sec. Pink needles. Sorry. Noticing this, Max goes over to Maya. Let's see if it'll... No, I don't want to move! No, I don't want to move, Weepy! Sorry, this is fixated on moving and playing with Weepy.
Sorry, Stephanie, one sec. One small suggestion. I don't know how it is for Naya. If you get excited, which we all do, me especially, I am the last to accuse anyone of anything. Your mic tends to distort a lot for me when you get really excited, though. So if you talk a little bit more quietly, it's easier to hear you.
I will try. I do actually have a tendency to start shouting and laughing and getting really loud when I get excited.
I do too.
It's something I've always done. Anyway, I can't move the token, which is annoying, but Max is going to go to Naya and ask if he could take a closer look at the one with the rock on it.
Naya's gonna be like, who are you?
And then Max realizes he's done goofed and introduces himself. He says, my name is Max Ryan, but everyone just calls me Max. And, that's pretty much what he says. Mostly because I'm awkward as hell and didn't actually think of a character introduction for him because I'm awkward as hell. Sorry. But yeah, he introduces himself and he asks to see the ring.
Naya's just going to look at Pollux and Fayeni to see what they seem to think, because, I mean, they were in there with Max.
Yeah. And Max, of course, again, profusely apologizes to Pollux for what happened with the whole dagger and mace thing, because he really does feel really bad about that.
Hey, no harm, no foul.
He feels really bad about that.
Yeah, so then, since Pollux seems alright, Naya will, let him see the ring, I guess.
So, Max, in your travels looking for Charlatan, you've learned enough about it to know it basically on sight. You know that when there's strong light hitting it from the side, so Fayeni right now has a light spell up. And so when Naya pulled it away from the dwarf, you could tell that even though it's a dark black rock, it glints purple in the light. Kind of a telltale sign of Charlatan.
Which will cause Max to be excited if that's what he's looking for. I mean, like, he would probably ask Naya if she has any idea what this is, so then if she doesn't know, he can kind of fill in the blanks a little bit. With what he knows.
It's a ring with a rock. Get it, cat. Radar, stop moving on me. Ugh.
So there was awareness among some party members about Black Rock, and there was a room in the town hall that had a statue in it. Which you'll remember a little bit.
Naya was one of the. Yeah, Naya knows. Or Naya was told about the Charlatan. It's just I don't really think, since she doesn't know him, she's not exactly super trusting. So she's just like, ring with a rock.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, considering they just met, that is totally fair. I think if anything, Max is probably a bit too trusting, but that's something that could possibly be gotten over later. Because character development, We'll see. Could be quite an interesting arc, but it is something for we'll see later, maybe. Plus I suppose he doesn't really mind too much, because if there's a problem and he needs to get away, he could just change the POS, being a changeling, but not that he's too forward with that with many people. Just because that's one thing he doesn't share. If that makes any sense. Sorry, I talk a lot. I'll shut up now.
No problem. So Naya, you picked up this ring. Max has confirmed that it's this strange stone material that dwarves have indeed been looking for. Max, you see Naya pick up the ring, presumably to keep it? Naya, are you going to pocket it, or?
I was just gonna add it to the, or just to, whatever, to the group for. I don't know what Naya was planning to do with it. She was just gonna.
Sorry, out of character for a moment. There is no artificer with a bag of holding for this party. So if you're going to pocket things, you have to take individual responsibility for the items.
Yeah.
Totally fair. I just thought for character that I could have it as an artist. He's like, I'm not getting into that because I'm playing a cleric and I'm not changing my character. I'm sticking with it. I get random ideas all the time and it's just like, ooh. And I'm just like, no.
Well,
All right.
She does know that the dwarves are stealing stuff, so she might see if maybe it belongs to somebody, like put it in the lost and found.
All right. We'll create a lost and found pouch or something. So Fayeni and subject.
To get stolen again. So.
No worries. So subject 43 and Fayeni, you are standing around this dwarf who up until now has been collapsed to his knees and kind of weeping softly. He kind of snaps out of it a bit and looks around at each of you and kind of assumes a gruff tone again and says, "Right, what do you intend to do with me?"
Well, man, you see here. We came to talk, and that's all we wanted to do, man, was talk. So we're going to talk first, and then we're going to take you to jail.
What?
Well, at least he's brutally honest.
You have no right to throw me in jail. What do you accuse me of?
Man, you attacked us. I mean, that's violence and stuff.
You invaded my home. Do I not have the right to defend myself?
Home? This is private, or this is public property, man. This belongs to the ferry keeper. I bet you killed him too, didn't you, man?
He is not dead. What do you know of any deal I might have with him?
A good point. You should tell me, man. Drop
Well,
that knowledge on me, because right now, I'm the good guy.
you killed my brother, you killed my kin, you've almost killed me, and you call yourself the good guy? That is laughable. Absolutely laughable.
So
Technically, I killed them.
Guys, I'm kind of on his side. He's got a point.
So, man,
Wait,
we came in to talk. Somebody said they were going to talk, and then all of a sudden we got attacked. All we wanted to do was talk, man.
You had no right to invade our home.
Cuckoo Cuckoo, that's a point for you, but still.
Is this really a home, though? It's a public place, isn't it?
We meant no harm, and we just wanted to say, hey, get some information. Wise dwarves have the knowledge that we seek.
And you did attack first. We did just come here to talk. You could have just told us to scram, but then you attacked.
If you walk into a stranger's home, do you actually am I living here?
We don't know. Because you attacked us instead of talking to us.
You walked into my quarters and expected some sort of friendly parley. What would you do if I walked into your mother's home?
Well, she's dead, so good luck.
If he could give you the finger, Fayeni, he would. Right. Now, so he looks at you all and he says, you must pay me for my brother's loss. 300 pieces of gold in Icewind Dale coin.
That's not happening.
No, that will be happening, or my father will be coming for your head.
Who is your father?
My father is Zoldarok Sunblight, and if you've not heard his name yet, you will hear of him soon.
That's assuming you get to talk to him. You're kind of tied up at the moment.
Are you threatening me?
I mean, a little bit. You're threatening us.
You dare come into my home, kill my kin, tie me up, and threaten me with death?
I mean, when you put it like that, it sounds really bad, but yeah.
All right, man. I'll make you a deal. You tell us the information we need, or I'm going to have my friend Naya sing Baby Shark until you do tell us.
That's assuming I know that song.
Okay. Sorry. Can you make your ultimatum again? I was too confused by trying to keep up with it.
Come on.
I'm sorry, it's not very dramatic when you have to offer your death threat twice.
It's a threat worse than death because it's listening to Baby Shark for the rest of eternity.
Oh God.
I'll just ask a question. It's like, do you got an idea from the whole body intimidates at the assassin with the baby shark thing? Oh no, with the meme that I posted, because I'm pretty sure I posted a meme about a body doing exactly the same thing to an assassin.
Anyway, let's try and stay in character a little bit. So he glares at you. Wait, what's his name? There you go. He glares at you, Subject 43, and asks you to repeat yourself.
All right, man. You and me got off on the wrong foot, you see. We came in to talk, and you attacked us. We won, and now you're upset that you lost. So, the law of the land states you tell us what we want, or bad things happen.
I see. So you basically are a criminal from Targos, if I understand you correctly. For that is their law of the land. Those swindling pieces of shit. Those good-for-nothing bastards. They expect everyone to cower to them.
You don't have to cower, man. We just want to talk.
Ha! If this is what you call talking, I'd hate to see what you do to your enemies.
You attacked first.
You invaded our home.
Okay.
We offered to back off to talk, and you attacked.
So, out of character for a moment.
Yep.
Subject 43, based on his past, has this weird knowledge that he doesn't know where it came from, but he has a little bit of an idea of dwarven customs, presumably from where he was made.
Okay.
Hence why he also can speak Dwarvish.
Yep.
So, he's thinking that there's got to be some kind of Dwarvish ritual that he can evoke here. And me as a player, I don't know. But I would think that Subject might know something.
Subject, why don't you give me... And so because of your background, I'm going to make this a DC 10. Why don't you give me an history or an arcana check?
All right.
Oh my. Okay, so subject 43, you, based on primarily Nildar's accent and the way he's behaving to you, which is a little bit unlike dwarves themselves. Like a real dwarf would probably be at least a little bit curious about subject 43, given that you're some sort of like weird constructy thing. Would definitely, look around at a party with a halfling and a gnome in it and think something other than murder, death, kill. These dwarves are different. These dwarves are not like the dwarves of mountain mines and hills with tunnels and caverns and such in it. These dwarves are from much deeper in the earth. They are Dwergar, and they are the enemy and hated by the dwarves that you know.
Okay.
So you're a little bit unsure how to proceed with these things. You don't have a ton of knowledge about their behaviors. You know that they're ancient enemies of the dwarves that you have had dealings with. And you know that they're magical in nature relative to normal dwarves, and that they're very unpleasant.
That's the truth. All right, taking a moment to think this over and recall what he can from the past. Subject will kneel down in front of this dwarf so he can make eye contact. And speaking in dwarvish, he will say, "So man, you've chosen imprisonment." However, roughly that translates into dwarvish. And stand up and say, "All right, let's take him to jail, guys."
He looks at you right in the eyes, subject 43, just before you stand. And he says, "You cannot jail me. I am the son of Zardaroth. He will rule these lands. Those that come from the ice have granted us their honor. They will make sure that as we make the way for them, that they will lavish gifts upon us. They will give us that which we seek. They will keep eternal night here so that we can dwell amongst the snow and the stars. You will be punished for interfering with us."
Can I pull out my narwhal horn?
Oh, yes.
Can I hold it up to Nildar?
So as you pull it out, it has a faint warmth to it. But as you point it toward Nildar, it actually grows kind of cold, kind of normal.
I'm gonna look at subject 43. I'm gonna be like, he's full of it.
I hear you. I don't know this Zulu that he be talking about either, man.
Anywho, I'm gonna hug Nildar, tell him I'm sorry his brother died, and that he should be a little less grumpy.
So, Fayeni, you seem to, like, as you give up with the narwhal horn and Nildar, you seem to believe that whatever warmth the narwhal horn was giving you seems to be from the room, not from out here.
Really? I'm gonna
Yeah.
go investigate.
All right. Subject, you're staying with the enemy?
I will stay with them and not bother speaking anymore. Just let him ramble about what he wants to ramble.
So, Fanny, do you still have the horn out?
Yes.
Pollux, you let Fanny go sneaking by?
Oh yeah.
We're buddies. I hug her as I pass by.
So just to set the stage for Max, you see a small, cute female halfling come bubbling in from outside, pushing past the gnome and standing in the middle of the room with what looks to be the end of a narwhal horn. So maybe the last 12, 13 inches of it, looking a lot like a wand. So a narwhal horn, if you don't know, it's those whales that have really long, like 6-foot horns. They almost look like unicorn horns. They grow out of their heads. And they use them to spearfish and stuff. Yeah. So she is holding this in her hand, and as she turns to Naya, seems to get quite excited. So Fayeni, as you turn toward Naya, the narwhal horn does seem to get ever so slightly warm again.
What do you got?
Well, I have what do I have? I have all kinds of stuff. Oh, you mean what's new? I have this ring.
Can I see it?
And some maps.
Of course.
Don't forget the maps.
Oh yeah, I have maps too.
And
Okay,
a dagger.
Oh, I thought you had the dagger.
Give me everything. Just give me everything.
I suppose that's one way to solve it, even if you're not sure what you want. Just give all.
So, Fanny, it is indeed the iron ring set with a big black stone that seems to warm the narwhal horn up a little bit.
Put the ring on.
Okay.
Hey.
It looks ugly, large, and clumsy.
I'm gonna point it at the wall and see if it does anything.
The ring does nothing.
It is the one ring.
I'm gonna
Roll
look
them all.
You turn into Sauron and kill everyone.
I'm gonna look at Naya and I'm gonna be like, this is something. It does something. I just don't know what it does. But my narwhal horn says it's important.
And Max at that point would look at Fayeni and be like, what exactly does the narwhal horn do? Because he'd probably be pretty confused by someone just waving this horn around. And he'd just be like, so what exactly does it do?
Yeah, indeed.
I'm gonna hand the narwhal horn over to Max, and I'm gonna be like, it gets warm when it's around important things.
Oh my god. So just out of character for a moment, Nichole, you've just called me out. This stupid horn is a MacGuffin detector. And I am super embarrassed now.
It's fine.
So a MacGuffin, for those who don't know, if there is something in a movie or a book that's like super like cool and super mysterious. An item usually that is absolutely definitively necessary for the protagonist or the antagonist to fulfill their destiny, but nobody really knows what this thing does. That's a MacGuffin. So it's a bullshit item. Its only purpose is to advance the plot. Everyone chases it around until they get it, and then the plot unfolds. But really, it doesn't actually do anything.
So kind of like the Horcruxes in Harry Potter. They don't really do much.
That's correct. That is, though, yes. Yep. It's a brilliant example. And like, authors use them all the time. Lots of modules have MacGuffins in them. We try not to call it out because it's uncool. It demystifies them. But really, they're bullshit.
I figured it was my plot pointer outer. So.
Ouch.
But I was going to share the horn with Max so that Max could see that it glows warm around important things.
Great. Okay. So now that we've had our out of character moment, back in character.
Max, although he accepts the horn to see what it is that she's handing him, he is very confused by the fact that it feels warm when he knows that logically it shouldn't be warm, but he just decides to accept her explanation for it before returning the item, figuring that if it is as powerful as she says it is, then she doesn't really want anything to happen to it, and he doesn't want to be responsible for losing it.
She takes her horn back and cradles it. It's very important to her.
Oh, that's sweet.
I'm gonna give Naya her ring back, by the way, after it didn't do anything special.
But okay.
But I'm gonna stress that this is important. It does a thing. I just don't know what.
Oh my god, do I ever feel awkward now for having introduced this plot figure outer.
Hey, Sean.
Yep.
Don't be embarrassed that the narwhal horn is an Egg McMuffin detector, because that is amazing.
Oh my god. So you're talking to somebody who loves Egg McMuffins, especially for road trips.
Oh, really? Cool.
So listen, getting back to business, Nildar scowls at you, Subject 43, and says, "What are your plans now?"
I'm going to ignore him for a good 5 minutes.
And you'll hear him thinking out loud to himself, "Great. These idiots know not what they've done. When I nor my brother don't show up at Caer Dineval anytime soon, shit is going to hit the fan for East Haven."
Unfortunately, we don't know that because he's only thinking it.
No. He's mumbling it out loud as a passive-aggressive threat to Subject 43. That unempathetic murder hobo in his mind.
So I'm going to continue to ignore him and call into the room. Hey guys, how we doing in there?
My narwhal horn started glowing really warm around this ring that Naya has, and I can't figure out what the ring does, but it's really important. We got to figure out what it does, so I don't know what it does, but Naya might be able to figure it out because Naya's really smart, but maybe if Naya can't figure out, maybe Pollux can figure it out, so we have to figure out what this ring does because it's very, very important.
I completely understand that, little man. And if only we had somebody around here who knew something that would be useful to us, we might be able to get some information we needed.
Do you think
Well, worst comes
Mildar?
to worst, we can always take it to Asterix.
Oh, you're brilliant. We should take it to Asterix. Naya, let's go. Roll
Okay.
out.
Hey, do we want to like see if there's like anything else in this room? Like, search their bedrolls, dig through their desks. I don't know.
I'm gonna use my narwhal horn as like a
Dowsing rod.
yeah, as a dowsing rod. Do I find anything?
No. But Naya, you can give me your choice of a perception or an investigation check.
They're kind of the same. Let's go. Let's try that.
You do not find anything.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
Character, real quick. Do any of you want to carry the dagger specifically?
I don't think Max has have any use for it. So, pointless giving it to him. Let me check his stats real quick. I don't think it'll be... No, not really. Sorry.
Naya wants nothing to do with melee. She does not want anything to do with daggers.
I'll take the dagger. I use them.
All right.
So Fayeni gets the dagger of mind melting.
Nice.
It's more like mind control, I would have thought. But
Oh,
just,
So wait, if I
that's
poke-
what if it was the ring that did the mind control?
it could be a combination of both. Oh.
Should I hold this dagger and put on the ring?
Hey, no, I got the ring.
You want to hold the dagger?
No, I'm good.
You don't want to experiment with things we don't understand.
Yeah, not really.
Well, come on.
Problem Matrix is like just down the block.
Yeah, but we're here right now, and I have no problems getting blasted.
Fine, give me the damn dagger.
Yes, I'm gonna hand it over.
I will put on the ring and hold the dagger, and like I don't know, spin around in a circle like the death dwarf. Like I don't know what to do.
And I'm gonna point my narwhal horn at her all the while.
You're
Okay.
welcome, Dawn.
This is totally a scene out of Harry Potter. Naya,
Uh-oh.
give me a straight D20 roll.
Ooh.
Oh gosh. All right.
What is it gonna do?
Good stuff.
Oh.
Hello.
Can you roll me a D4?
That could be a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm not sure. I don't know.
So Naya, I'm going to have you come out onto the deck a little bit, because if you're going to interact with Subject 43, you're not going to do it through the wall of a hut. So Subject 43 hands you the dagger. You slip the ring onto your middle finger, much like it was, well, maybe on your ring finger. And you hold the dagger in your left hand with it, and you point it in various directions. You feel a cold chill of night wash over you. But other than that, not much happens.
Great. That was lovely. Thanks. I do not feel embarrassed at all. Let's go.
Hey, Pollux, did you have those handcuffs? Put this guy in a little bit something sturdier.
Yeah, I'll take him out of my pack and hand him to Subject 43 and help him get it on him.
Okay.
So we're going to exchange the rope for the manacles and then make sure that the manacles are tied to the rope so we can still have a firm grasp on the butthead and be ready.
Okay, I've got the restrained condition on him, so you'll know that he's tied up because of that web floating above his head.
We did manacle his hands behind his back, just for clarification.
Okay, sounds good. There you go. Okay, so what would you like to do? You have secured Nildar.
Before we take off, I'm going to look to Fayeni and Naya and Pollux and like, hey, are we bringing our new friend with us?
Sure.
Max, come on.
You know, my friend Dubstep has not come back with my sandwich yet. Let's go see what's taking him so long.
Oh, man.
Max chuckles at that. Asks what kind of sandwich you asked for as he follows everyone out of the cabin. That is not the piece I'm trying to move, you silly thing. Oh, come on, Fritz.
If you yell at your tech, it'll frequently just give you the finger instead of actually acting nicely. At least that's my experience.
It won't let me move it, but I have followed everyone else out onto the deck properly.
So what's...
Just realised I'm actually on the ship.
Yeah.
You know, because I didn't go out to the deck before. I'm like, oh, I was on the ship.
Indeed. So what's your intent at this point?
We're going to go back and talk to... No, we're going to drop off the dude with the sheriff first.
Okay.
And we should ask if Dubstep ever got into contact with
And then once we do that, then we'll go see Asterix again.
Wait,
Okay.
shouldn't we bring Nildar to Asterix to see if whatever he's spewing has backing?
I mean, we can always probably go visit him in jail.
Okay,
Max does have a sort of truth spell. But yeah, that would be fun. But I don't know.
He believes anything he's saying anyways. He's not lying. He's just delusional.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. Such a spell wouldn't work if that's the case. But I don't think. I know. It's still only always work.
Delusional? Huh. Okay, so to the town hall?
Yeah.
All right. So you meander down the pier across the little bit of shore and then down the road to, past the alley that Pollux loves so much. She looks down at this little bit of fish bone lying on the ground close to the alleyway, but you continue on to the town hall. So outside the town hall, there's a little bit of a ruckus happening. So there is another gray dwarf in manacles, along with Imdra and a couple of other guards people who seem to be having a little bit of an argument against them amongst themselves. The dwarf looks really happy to be standing there in manacles in front of the town hall as you walk up with Nildar in tow, also in manacles.
Hey, buddy, where's my sandwich?
He begins to speak, and Imdra gives him a look like one more word, and I'm going to gut you from groin to throat. And he looks kind of sheepishly at you, Naya. Imdra's like, who the hell is this? And why would he turn himself in? I don't understand. So she's got this air about her of being appreciative but completely confused, and the other two guards are arguing amongst themselves. One of them saying that there's witches in town working with the children of Oral, and the other one saying, "You're an idiot. The dwarf is just drunk," and who knows.
He was just charmed by my bardic beauty.
So Imdra looks to you, Naya, and seems relieved by this. One of the guards who seem to be arguing for witches crosses their arms and looks at you, and then kind of looks away at the town hall and anything else other than to meet your gaze.
Oh God, I think I just branded myself.
So the other dwarf looks to Nilgar and has this really quizzical look on its face. Anyone in the party care to make an insight roll?
Sure.
Yes.
Just give me a sec to put up my skills. Because I got, because the insight is something I'm proficient in, so it makes sense.
Sorry, I think I heard somebody was going to help. So do you want to roll it at advantage? Just roll again.
Okay.
I think at least 3 of you chimed in.
Ooh, that's better.
So Max, you seem to notice that there is an unspoken conversation going on between the dwarves. Nildar, who is the dwarf in your custody, seems to be extremely irate at this other dwarf, who is just looking innocently all around, except at Naya, who he seems to be kind of guilty over or something. Maybe they're former lovers and he spurned her or something. That's sort of the vibe you get, is that he once really cared for her, but he's unable to return her feelings, let's say, or her sandwich. You also notice a few other things. So Imdra seems quite confused about what's going on, but seems to take Naya's word that there is some charm at work here. Pollux seems to be being very protective over everybody, probably more so than ever. I'm just trying to goad her to chiming in otherwise. Fayeni seems sort of awash in all of the weirdness that's going on and quite proud of her plot detection device. Subject 43 seems to be acting as the bodyguard for the group. While Stephanie, you're finding yourselves in a little bit of a more relaxed state. And finding yourself in decent company. I do think we have to end for tonight. It's 2 minutes to. I think Isaac needs to find some beddy time, which probably means Liberty needs to go do some work now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So listen, let's take it up next time. So we'll end with y'all out front of the town hall talking to Imdra, the two militia people, and the two dwarves, and we'll figure out what we're going to do from there.
That sounds awesome.
Okay.
Thank y'all.
Okay. Thanks, everyone.
This was great fun.
Have a wonderful week, everyone, and we'll see you soon.
See you Monday.
Good night.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.